So we're set to go here from Trent University. 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championship here on the Lacrosse Sports Network and the Olympic Channel. As Olivia Thomas getting set to take the draw here for England, and for Canada, it is Jordan Sabarin. And Canada comes away with the draw control as Charlotte Smith will restart it here for the Canadians. Again, the defending champs after beating the United States 9-8 back in 2015. Peterborough hosting the 2007 tournament. And a lot of these Canadian players, Amanda, had a chance to be here back in 2007 and really got the inspiration to play and have Canada on the front of their sweaters.
Yeah, several of them have actually been ball girls and hosts for this event, so it's pretty incredible to see their journey all the way here to the U19 World Championship Games.
Nicole Peroni, Paige Pagano, Olivia Toll, all were a part of the scrimmage that went on before that 2007 game in which USA beat Australia 18-3, and now 12 years later these athletes are here representing their country. Pretty exciting. Here's Canada with an opportunity here, is cutting toward the inside, looking to get a shot off was Kylie Dobson, and the call will go against England, and a free position opportunity here coming up for Dobson. Kylie Dobson out of Oshawa, Ontario. And Dobson with a shot, and she scores.
Fantastic placement on that shot. We see that a lot with the U19. You know, they've really perfected their shooting and their shooting angles. So initially they keep the stick high, looking like they're going to shoot high, and here we have the instant replay. She brings it up high, cradle, 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 all the way down. They're shooting really for that hip side, a hip side on left or the goalie's right side. Hard save to make. Fantastic first goal.
Kylie Dobson, who's committed next year to Jacksonville. And she was also part of that 2007 scrimmage here in Peterborough, Ontario. And now getting a chance to represent Canada internationally here. So the opening goal goes for the Canadians. A 1-0 lead here as they look to get the draw control here, and the Canadians will come away with it. Fans from England excited here as England comes down for an opportunity. As cradling at Georgina Southern. And the chant goes up for England. As Olivia Thomas now controls up top. She switches sides here with Anna Saunter.
England really taking their time on attack.
Play back behind the net to Millie Holm. Holm trying to get her way out in front. Nice defense, though, here by the Canadians. As peeling back, Skylar MacArthur as a steal here for Canada. And a good one at that there for Bianca Shibori. Great opportunity there, but a terrific save by Olivia Shellikens.
What a save. You know, no one was on her point-blank shot. That was a huge save for her right now, especially in the first quarter of this game.
Olivia had 4 saves versus Canada earlier in this tournament. Had probably one of her best games against Australia, made 9 saves against the Australians. As England back the other way. Here comes Georgina Southern. Lights on here at Justin Chu Stadium here at Trent University. And again, a packed house here. Glad you're with us. There's a chance here for Anna Saunter. Now she gets cut off and forced back. The Canadian fans excited about that as Southern across the way now here to Bowater. Nice pass down low, but just off the stick of Cicely Green. And in goal here tonight, Cassidy Eckert here for the Canadians.
You know, Canada really shutting down those adjacent passes and forcing England to be intentional in how they pass. They have to use their outside hands. Passes through defenders aren't going to work in this game.
Nice ball movement here by the Canadians as they work their way into the offensive end. Leading at 1-0 on a goal by Kylie Dobson. He's cradling the ball. Dobson now here near side. She hands it off here to Wallace. Now up top here to Lynch. Across the way from Thurston. And back to Kennedy Lynch here for Canada.
Both of these teams really taking their time to set something up right now. No one really forcing across the board. Smart decision making from both teams.
Kennedy Lynch trying to get her way in, and she thought she was fouled, but nothing called here, so England will take over.
Tough call when you have 4 people on you to drive to net.
Kennedy Lynch, who's committed to Maryland next year, has attended Team Canada tryouts 3 times since she was 13 years old. As England comes back the other way, here's Millie Holm along the near side. Southern waiting for a pass back behind the net, but she decides to go back up top here to Thurston. Georgina Southern, pass here to Thurston. And call coming up here against Canada, as Annabelle Child will get called. We take a look at that last save here, a great one by Shellikins. Now we'll see if Eckert can make a good save, and she does off the free position try. So both goalkeepers coming up big here, a 1-0 lead for Canada. Winner will take on the United States coming up on Saturday in the gold medal game.
Fantastic redefend from Canada. Fantastic. They got the ball back. We're going upfield now. Looking for a better option, too. I love that, right? Not forcing through 2 players, but looking for that back pass so Canada can switch fields.
And that was Peterborough's own Skylar MacArthur. Got a nice round of applause here as they introduced her before the start of the game. Pass to Kylie Dobson.
We should note a couple international rules that are different from college rules or high school. We play 4 quarters, so 4 15-minute quarters in the international game.
And running time as well, as we're down to 8 minutes to play here. Canada with a 1-0 lead. Waiting up top for the pass, Kennedy Lynch. She'll get it here for Canada. Patient movement here by the Canadians as Kennedy Lynch will take her time and send it across. Now grabbing an Ainsley Thurston here for Canada. Thurston, who is a commit to Duke University. Played at Lake Highland Prep. 70 goals, 30 assists. All-American as a senior this past year. Has a nice initial block there by England, but the Canadians able to scoop it back up.
England playing some great 1v1 defense right now, putting the pressure on, but also not falling out too far.
Here's Shanley Wallace. Will play it up top, thrown across now by Thurston. Good patient defense here by England as well, as Eve Ritzik try to get one through. Again, blocked here by England.
Looking for the pick and roll, but it did not work from up top right now.
And a saunter there defensively, number 14 for England. Nice pass inside, shot, score here for the Canadians. They lead it 2-0.
I love that shot. You know, she really drove hard to net, even though they slid. We have a replay right now. She drives hard. She's got 2 players who slide in, but she doesn't stop her shot. She releases early. Fantastic shot placement there.
Just talked about Ainsley Thurston, the Duke commit, and she gets the second goal here for the Canadians. They lead it 2-0 here with just under 6 minutes to play. It'll be interesting the fact that Ainsley Thurston, who's going to Duke, will also join Hannah Thurston, who's from England. She'll be going to Duke next year. So I'm sure they'll talk about this for years to come as a member of the Duke Blue Devils. Face-off violation there by Sabrin, and England will take it and bring it ahead. Here comes Hannah Thurston. Just mentioned her going to Duke next year. See a lot of these rosters have a lot of D1 commits or ones that have been freshmen at places like Syracuse and Duke and North Carolina. Good pass inside, shot scored for England.
Absolutely love it. A perfect cut from the opposite elbow and placement right in the back of that net. Fantastic. And defense couldn't come up. They were trailing behind. Here's an instant replay for you. She's got the ball up top. Quick cut. Canada almost getting it, but simply not enough. Fantastic placement.
And Hannah Thurston gets the goal. Olivia Thomas with that terrific pass. And Hannah Thurston, who is the top point getter at the Women's Lacrosse European Championships in 2018 in Poland. Had 23 goals, 15 assists for 38 points.
It looks like we have another draw violation.
And this time against England, so the Canadians will take it ahead with a 1-goal lead. Goals from Kylie Dobson and Ainsley Thurston, and now Hannah Thurston getting a goal here for England.
You know, the difference between this game and USA game, right? Like the pace of the game is just way different. Both of these teams like to take their time. They want to be smart and intentional. They don't want to force any turnovers or silly shots, and I have to respect a game like that.
Both teams have been playing tenacious defense here as Charlotte Smith will hand it off now. Reagan Wilson looking to cut her way in front. Wilson does, shoots, and it goes just wide. Shelikin's doing a nice job of taking away that near corner and forced her to go wide and just missed it. There's Charlotte Smith up top here for Canada. Off to Reagan Wilson. Wilson will flip it into Ritzik. Now grabbed here by Charlotte Smith. A lot of give and goes here, lots of drop-offs here, but this one taken in and a shot there by Bianca Shibori, and she is fouled. So it'll be a free position try here for number 21, Bianca Shibori here for Canada.
Definitely not an awful hash to take an 8-meter from. Definitely not. But she's got a couple options here. She can drive initially, rip the shot from the 8, or look to her teammates.
And Shibori tried to place it up top, just missed. Bianca Shibori is one of the captains here for Canada. Tried out for the Canadian women's senior field lacrosse team at 15 years old. As the cheer goes up here for Canada, as Kylie Dobson hands it off. Nice pass down low, but unable to get the shot through is Reagan Wilson. But Canada maintains control. This is Shanley Wallace. Wallace able to skirt her way through, takes the shot, and it goes in wide. Terrific job there by Wallace. He was a freshman at Stony Brook. Appeared in 6 games for Stony Brook this past year. Got her first career goal and picked up a ground ball versus Hartford. Her very first game of her collegiate career. Pass intended for Wilson. Wilson gets hit up high, and this will be a free position try here for Reagan Wilson.
I have to say that was a fantastic cut. She drew the double and her teammate cut in, but man, England's playing some great defense right now.
Reagan Wilson out of Milton, Ontario. And started a bit early there, so.
False start, it happens to the best of us.
Two years ago, Reagan Wilson represented Team Ontario, won a national championship in Halifax. Reagan, who's wearing number 29 in honor of her uncle who passed away 4 years ago. Big inspiration for her, and she says tonight that she knows that he is with her on the field. And again, wearing 29 in his memory. England ahead with it here. Georgia Southern on the restart here for England. Pass up to Millie Holm. Less than 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As Anna Saunter will pass it up top. This is Home. Across the way now to Southern. Back to Home. Good defense there by Canada and Mackenzie Beam. You can hear the fans from England wanted a penalty called, but just enough to keep her out. Pass up top here for England. A chance, shot, score as Georgia Southern gets the goal here for England. And we're tied up at 2 apiece.
Quick feed, uses a momentum off that pass and buries it in the back of the net right there on the doorstep of Cassie Eckert. That was a fantastic shot. And now we have a game, 2-2.
Well, she had 3 goals against Canada in the 18-8 loss back on August 2nd. And Georgina Southern ties it up with 7.1 to go here in the first. Sabrin versus Thomas here on the draw. This time it's England's Thomas. And a nice pass through about 3 defenders. And quickly up to Millie Home. Home with a shot and a save by Eckert. Just as time expires.
You know, I love Eckert's story, too. You know, I had an opportunity to talk to her, and she comes from a long lineage of goalies. Her dad was a goalie for Team Canada, and she said when I chatted with her that her favorite lacrosse player is her dad. And she said, you know, in the beginning, he was the best coach ever. He continues to be the best coach ever. She takes his opinions to heart, and that he gives her the confidence she needs in goal. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I think that's the support that many of our players need.
Well, it's a 2-2 game here in Trent University. It's the 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championship. Take a quick break. Be back with more of the action coming up here on the Lac Sports Network and the Olympic Channel. John Lawrence and Amanda Mastera back here at the 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championships here at Trent University. It's a big save right at the end by Cassidy Eckert here for Canada. Has kept it a 2-2 game as we get set for the second here on the Lac Sports Network and the Olympic Channel. Beautiful night here in Peterborough, Ontario. And a packed house here for another big matchup here with Canada. So set to go here for the start of the second. Really anticipating a pretty tight matchup between these two teams. And we'll see if that continues to shake out here. But so far, both teams have been very deliberate, and the defense has been terrific.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be back and forth the entire time. I think we're in for a good show tonight.
Ainsley Thurston out there on the attack with Annabelle Child. Back behind the net, Nicole Peroni here for Team Canada. Peroni out of Whitby, Ontario, played for the Oshawa Blue Knights. Had an assist in that win versus England earlier in the tournament, but a good steal here by England as Zoe McRae able to take it away. Millie Home, and she is fouled by Mackenzie Beam.
And this crowd is getting a little rowdy right now, definitely involved.
And Millie Home will restart it here for England. Picked up the Best Attacker award at the Women's U20 European Championships with 35 points in Poland. Had 24 goals and 11 assists in that tournament. You can tell she's a fiery player out there from her reaction, and Has some good speed and a terrific attacker here for England. A bit of a push there for Canada. As Skylar MacArthur gets called. And Charlotte Wilson here, near side here for England. Hands it off to Olivia Thomas. Got an assist on that last goal by England.
Fantastic communication on defense, though, right now. The slides on point because they got to make up for it.
Almost a takeaway there by Canada as that pass just got through to Millie Holm, number 10, alongside of the net. Pass goes up top now to Bowater. Bowater throws it down low, and there's a call here coming up against Canada. So a free position opportunity as Canada's Mackenzie Beam gets called. This will give Georgina Southern, who's got a goal already in this game, an opportunity. Check that. It'll be actually Cicely Green, number 6. Gets the chance.
I like that decision making. Oftentimes we have players that force those 8-meter shots because they think they have to. You got to be smart in a close game like this.
Cicely Green, who had a goal versus Canada earlier in the tournament. Had 3 goals and an assist versus China. Also had a 3-goal effort against New Zealand as well. Where's number 6 here for England? It's a free position opportunity here coming up here for England. And again, they decide to toss it back out. Olivia Thomas throws it in deep. Shot there, goes in wide by Southern. Good setup. Georgina Southern looking for that second goal and just missed it on the far side. Green hands it off as Thomas throws it in deep. And Southern gets fouled. And boy, England creating some good opportunities for themselves with those in tight passes.
Yeah, fantastic give and go option, you know. Then, of course, she got the call, but yeah, she drove in. Here we have the replay. She drives in, triple teamed. And here we are finally with that goal. She earned it. She certainly earned it.
And Georgina Southern with her second goal of the game. And it's a 3-2 lead here for England.
And we have a replay on that shot right now. 8-meter shot. Great placement. I love that these shots are, initially they have their sticks high, like they're going to go high, and then they rip it down low. The placement is on point. You know, I have rarely seen a stick side high shot. You know, they're being very intentional on shot placement, and they have to. It's a 3-2 game.
11:50 to go here in the second. 3-2 England over Canada. As the fans here from Canada try to spur on their team. And a nice draw control here for Canada, or rather for England, rather. My apologies. Hannah Thurston able to get it now to Anna Saunter. Peeling back, Millie Holm here for England. Olivia Thomas, who's got an assist, gets it up top now to Saunter. Back to Thomas. Thomas being forced back there by Walker Welch. Shot there is deflected wide, but we have a call here in tight.
You know, England really posting 2 players up in that 8 on the top of the crease, and small little banana cuts, 2 or 3 steps trying to shake their defender, and they go back and they do it again. Really, really great opportunity to get a close shot on the goalie.
Hannah Thurston, who is also a terrific track runner back in high school, has a record in high school in the 300-meter. We talked earlier in the U.S. game about multi-sport athletes. Lacrosse, field hockey, and track athlete is Hannah Thurston. Nice pass down low. Shot score here for England. Thurston gets her second of the game, and it's 4-2 England.
Perfect feed, too. It's a straight bullet feed, and the reason for that is, and you can see this on the instant replay, she drives to make the feed, a clean feed too, then passes to her teammate who wraps around the crease. It's a fantastic shot too, because those girls that are defending her are in fact blocking the goalie's view. So really, it's a trick shot.
Olivia Thomas will get the assist. That's her second helper here of the afternoon, and a timeout here for Canada and head coach Scott Teeter.
Yeah, this is not Teeter's first rodeo for sure. I mean, the last time he was at a World Championship game, his team won gold. And so he's certainly fighting back. I do believe whoever moves forward for that gold game, it's going to be intense. And Teeter is no stranger to this World Championship circuit.
And Scott Teeter, current head coach of the University of Louisville's women's lacrosse team, and coming back for his third time as the Canada's U19 women's team coach. Scott Teeter, Allison Daly, the associate head coach. Got a nice round of applause, too, when they introduced her. She's a Peterborough native.
It should be noted that several of these Canadian players grew up playing box lacrosse, and that's different if we think to, North American players from different places or USA for that matter. The Canadian players specifically have a different game under their belt. Their attacking end is more lethal. They shoot a little bit different, and I think that's going to be to their advantage. They're a little more hands-on and definitely aggressive.
So it'll be Sabarin versus Thomas here again on the draw. Now we'll see if that timeout has settled down Canada a little bit. 4-2 England with 9:38 to go here in the second.
We should note that international rules are a little bit different. We play a 3-3-3 set. So 3 attack, 3 midfielders, and 3 defense, and then we have a goalie in net.
Good draw control here by Canada. And they'll take it quickly back the other way, try to see if they can cash in early. Reagan Wilson now will settle things down here for Canada. Bianca Shibori, one of the captains, out there on the attack too with Annabelle Child, number 26. Shibori and Child play catch. Now Child will flip it across the far side of the field. We'll give and go there with Shanley Wallace. Playing it now, Kylie Dobson, who's got one of the 2 Canadian goals. We'll flip there from Shibori.
A lot of off-ball movement, keeping defense on their toes.
Annabelle Child hands it off. She sprints towards the front of the net. Nicole Peroni now controls up top here for Canada. Good pass here to Annabelle Child. Child trying to work her way in front. And England flagged here, so an opportunity here coming up for Canada.
Yeah, it looks like we have a push call.
And this will be Annabelle Child here for Canada against Olivia Shellikens. Shot, score! And Canada back within 1. It's 4-3 England.
And those fans are loud. They are pumped. Here's the instant replay of that shot. Here she goes setting up for her 8-meter. Drives all the way in, rips the shot. Fantastic. We talk about this shot a lot because it's happened in this elite level, but pulling your stick up really, really, really high, looking like you're going to shoot high, and then really sending a bullet bouncer right at the goalie's feet. A very, very difficult save to make when you're on top of the crease.
Well, her Oakville coach, Lexi Doherty, says, she's the type of player really that can drive through 3 or 4 players at a time. She's great on ground balls, a terrific passer, very accurate. Had a goal and 3 draw controls versus England earlier in the tournament, and also a goal versus the U.S.
This is quite the battle of the box out right now. More oftentimes, we don't dominate on the circle. It's just a box out ground ball war, and those are 50-50 ground balls, anyone's game.
And Thurston brings it ahead here for England. England clinging to a 1-goal lead here with just under 7 to play here in the second. Good penetration through as the ball knocked away, though, by Canada on the double coverage.
Great fake pass there. Fantastic.
And Olivia Toll will take it here for Canada. Olivia Toll out of Oshawa, Ontario. Plays for the Baby Blue Knights, a program that was started and run by her mom, Carolyn. As Olivia battles for it again, it goes out of bounds, but it'll be off of England, and Canada will take it.
you know, you have 3 players on you. You can't force upfield like that. You have to look for that back pass so you can potentially swing the field, and they're doing it right now. This is a perfect transition in a time that they pressure on that specific ball side. We want to swing it to the opposite side, away from traffic.
Reagan Wilson takes it ahead here for Canada, flips it across to Annabelle Child, who's got one of the goals here for the Canadians. Trailing it by 1 here with 5:48 to play in the second. John Lawrence, Amanda Mastera here at the 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championships here in Peterborough, Ontario. Here's Wilson, hands it off now to Child. Child will flip it off here to Wallace. And Wallace now to Shibori. Bianca Shibori.
Getting denied with that double team. It's not going to happen. She's going to have to reset. And that's exactly what they're going to do right now. They're going to pull it out wide and take their time and reset, run something different.
Kylie Dobson out there on the attack, but now it's Shanley Wallace. Hands it off to Child. Now to Wilson. Wilson with a shot. And a good save by Shelikins. Shelikins' most recent game, a 7-save performance against New Zealand. Comes up with a big stop there as Canada's Bianca Shibori gets the ball knocked away. Terrific job there by Millie Holm there for England, but Canada maintains control. You can hear every time there's just a little bit of a misstep. Boy, those fans from England are right on top of it.
They are definitely in it to win it.
Good chance down low here as that shot goes in wide by Wallace.
The footwork on these defenders is fantastic. You know, they're always in perfect defensive body positioning, ready to move at any moment. They're a little bit lower so they can make contact when they drive, but their stick is high and they're denying those adjacent passes.
Canada switching out here. A couple of new attackers come on. Jordan Sabarin and Ainsley Thurston, who has possession of it now here for Canada. Flipped across there by Dobson. Also Kennedy Lynch out there on the attack as well. Thinking about a shot from far out there was Wallace.
I was just going to say it. They are looking to draw the shooting space call. You can tell they initially take one step in, they pump their stick without releasing, hoping to get that defender in shooting space, and that's exactly what they did.
Free position chance there for Eve Ritzik, and a good stop there by Shelikins.
Fantastic defense. I should note, too, also, England does an amazing job when they set up for an 8-meter against them to push their defender in, physically push defenders in so they're in the circle to crash sooner.
This pass there intended for Hannah Thurston, and Canada will take it over on the turnover. Trailing it by 1 with 2.5 to play here before the half. As that pass there for Canada missed Shanley Wallace, the intended receiver.
And we have a replay right here. Awesome save, incredible save. Stepping to the ball, denying that bounce, capturing it, and clearing it out to her teammates.
Good chance there for Eve Ritzik, who's committed to Northwestern. He's had a terrific tournament, 5 goals versus Germany, another 5 versus England earlier in the tournament, but couldn't get one by Olivia Shelikins there. Now Millie Holm controls near side here for England. Georgina Southern will take her time here with 1:45 to play. England 4, Canada 3. Southern trying to get a shot through. She does. She shoots and scores. Third of the game for Georgina Southern. And it's a 5-3 lead here for England.
And we have a replay on that shot right now. Great face dodge. 2 face dodges, and then finish it in the back of the net. I was just going to say Cassidy Eckhart, who's in goal right now. You can hear her all the way from the press box. She's definitely a leader on the field, telling her defense what to do. I mean, I have to respect everything she does on the defensive end. She is really, really a leader for them.
So Georgina Southern, who's had points in every tournament game, adds to her point total here with 3 goals here in this game. And it's a 5-3 lead with 45 seconds to go here in the second. Canada will restart here with Kennedy Lynch. Now Eve Hritzik trying to get her way in front, double teamed. Hritzik forced wide, plays it back behind the net, but whistle in front.
You know, it's a testament to her stick skills. She is triple teamed and she still hangs on to the ball. Fantastic cradling and protection.
So Kennedy Lynch here on the free position for Canada. Looking to get Canada back within 1. Shot there, Shellikins with a save.
Incredible save. And we have a card.
And that'll go against Zoe McRae here for England.
You know, I have to think as a goalie, that's a tough one, right? You make a phenomenal save like that, and now you have to do it all over again. So she's got to mentally reset.
Another opportunity here for Kennedy Lynch. Passes down low. Ball knocked loose here by England. We'll see if Canada can get it back, and they do. That shot by Wallace is deflected up over the net.
Impressive defense right there. Impressive.
And shot scored here by Canada with 4.8 seconds to go. And it's a 5-4 lead now here for England.
We have an instant replay on that shot right now. Quick feed, fake high, shoot low. For those kids that are at home watching, you know, that are annoyed by their coaches saying, stop shooting right into the goalie's stick. That was a perfect, this is how you should shoot. Fake high, shoot low, change the lane of your shot and trick out that goalie. You really have to sell it.
Second of the game for Kylie Dobson makes it a 5-4 lead now for England with 4.8 seconds to go. As England will try here for one more opportunity, but the pass to home doesn't connect. And England will walk off here with a 5-4 lead after 2. And boy, what a terrific first and second quarter we've had so far.
Yeah, it's been back and forth. I like this game, you know. Everyone is getting their hand in this game, not the same people scoring every single time. Goalies making fantastic saves, you know, hearing defense call for slides on both ends of the field. I mean, I said this at the beginning, you know, I think this is going to be a game, and it's pretty incredible that both of these teams get to play on a international platform like this. We should note that there are 22 countries at the World Championship Games, and so this has been a great experience for everyone.
For the home country, Canada, Kylie Dobson with 2 goals, Ainsley Thurston with a goal, and Annabelle Child with 1. On England's side, Hannah Thurston with 2, and Georgina Southern with 3. We'll take a timeout here at the 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championships here from Peterborough, Ontario. And when we come back, Amanda will have a chat here with a special guest. And we'll have that for you coming up here on the Lax Sports Network and the Olympic Channel. Back in just a moment.
So we have Ann Elliott Whitten here, who is the head coach of University of Colorado. Thank you for joining us for this halftime interview, by the way. Fantastic job in your game. Great job, too, making it all the way to the NCAA tournament. How does it feel to now transition to the international platform and be here?
Yeah, I mean, it's so fun. Obviously, our college season was exciting, but, being able to be here at the World Championships for U19 is just so fun.
Yeah.
This game's fun. I think coaching these players, the next generation of lacrosse is just so exciting. And to work with Kelly Amonte Hiller again has really been a pleasure.
Yeah. So you primarily work, obviously you work with Team USA, but you work primarily with the goalies and the defense. What does their training look like when you prepare for a tournament like this?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's a quick turnaround, right? We started a year ago, so it's only been about a year of us practicing and stuff and trying to put in defenses, and some of them are in high school, some of them are in college, so everybody's coming from a different background. So really trying to focus, keep things simple, focus on, our strengths of just being aggressive and athletic, but it's been a fun group to work with, and I think their college experience has really helped them too.
Definitely. So this is, I should clarify too, we are one step closer to being part of the Olympics, but we're not yet in it. We're shooting for the 2008 Olympics, and we have a ton of work to do before we get there. How do you feel about potentially being part of the Olympic Games?
I think it's so exciting. The Olympics are so fun in general to watch all the sports play. For lacrosse, to be able to get there, I think it would be incredible. It's such an opportunity for the athletes that are playing and the future of our sport. So, it's something that I know everybody at US Lacrosse is working really hard, to push, and I think it would be a great opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, and we're excited to watch you in the Gold Championship game.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
And welcome back to the 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championships here at Trent University. We're here at Justin Chu Stadium, and a packed stadium it is, as Canada trailing 5-4 here to England. As we take a look at a couple of replays here from the first two quarters, and a terrific save here coming up from Olivia Shelikins.
Fantastic fast step there. You see she really explodes off that line, makes the save, immediately looks to clear it out to her teammates.
Yeah, we'll see if we can take a look at a replay here from a Canadian goal. No, we'll go right back here to the start of the third quarter, as Canada with 2 goals from Kylie Dobson, Ainsley Thurston with a goal, Annabelle Child with a 4th goal for Canada. Good game for Georgina Southern with 3 goals. Hannah Thurston for England with 2. As we're ready to go here for the third quarter.
And this draw, especially going into the second half of this game, third quarter for that matter, is a non-negotiable. This is how you get momentum finishing this game.
Set to go here on the draw, and Canada comes away with it. Good job by Reagan Wilson.
Ref almost getting clocked in the face.
Kennedy Lynch with a pass near side, and it's controlled here by Canada's Kylie Dobson. Now Reagan Wilson will flip it up top, thrown across by Kennedy Lynch. This is Eve Ritzik directing traffic here for Canada.
Really taking their time. As you see, it's a lower scoring game, both teams really being intentional on offense.
Wilson up top here to Lynch, and across to Ritzik. Eve Ritzik. Pass in front, chance there for Lynch, but stymied there by the England defense once again. Again, those passes in tight have been really tough for Canada to try to pull off a good scoring opportunity. They've had a couple of good chances, but boy, this England defense has been great. Here's Wilson.
You know, Canada really posting 2 girls in the 8, trying to get their defender in shooting space.
And they do here with a chance, and a great pass there by Reagan Wilson, and a great save by Shelikins. That, I believe, was Kylie Dobson down low. Dobson, who's so dangerous. 2 goals here in this game so far, and looking for a third, but Shelikins comes up with another big stop. England's Olivia De Castro double team, but managed to get it off. And now England will look to go on the attack. Here's Cicely Green. Pass across to Southern. Southern will set things up. Pass a little bit low, but handled by Thurston nicely.
Both teams really setting up their defense a couple feet off the 8, not pressuring super far out.
Green with a pass to Millie Holm back behind the net. Watch there by Dobson here for the Canadians. Georgina Southern gets pushed back, and call coming up here against Canada.
Fans really getting vocal right now.
And for England, it'll be Georgina Southern already with 3 goals here in the game. Looking for a 4th here to extend the lead here for England. Here's the shot, and a great save here by Canadian goaltender Cassidy Eckert. So you got one great save by Shelikins on one end. Eckert comes through with a big one of her own.
You know, it's a goalie game right now. Both phenomenal goalies making big stops, great at clearing. I think it's a pretty even match from both of them.
Shanley Wallace up top here for Canada. Flipped across there by Annabelle Child. Pass almost handcuffed its intended receiver there. Shibori, who has it here for Canada. Pass to Wilson. Tried to throw it down low there for Wallace. Wallace able to scoop it up, though, before Anna Saunter could get to it for England.
Wallace had a great idea with the draw and dump her teammate, drawing that double team, and she was looking for that backdoor cut, just not good enough for that. Not a good enough feed.
Canadians trying to cut in front here with Annabelle Child, who's got a goal here for Canada. got shut off here, but managed to pass it up top to Kennedy Lynch. Now a try down low, but Shelikins comes up with another big stop, this time on Wilson.
And a quick clear this time, really using speed to her advantage. Such a great idea. Just couldn't make it happen. You know, getting that clear off really fast is beneficial if you have a fast midfielder, but she could not make that initial pass to her teammate.
So Hannah Thurston with a turnover there for England, and now Canada will come right back on the attack, looking to tie it up with just over 10.5 to play here in the third. 5-4 England. Winner will take on the United States.
You know, a lot of subbing on the fly right now for Canada.
Brooklyn Walker-Welch comes out on the attack. I believe Nicole Peroni back out there too, number 8. See her as the pass was intended for her there, coming from Charlotte Smith, who just joined the attack too. And now a call will come here against Canada as a player down here for England. And that is Isabel Bowater, who's will get helped to her feet here from her teammates.
Got a replay of that.
Kylie Dobson gets called here for the...
Looks like she's okay. You never want to see a player hurt, so I'm glad she's up and about and she's got the ball and she's ready to go.
So England with a 5-4 lead with under 10 to play here in the third. We'll go back on the attack here. A little bit of a high hit there from Nicole Peroni. And a restart here for England. Pass across now to Thurston and Georgina Southern. Back up top to Thurston. Some new players out there now for England is joining the attack. Olivia Thomas, who's got 2 assists.
A lot of quick off-ball cuts right now. Double cuts, triple cuts, and then resets.
Southern got pushed back by Charlotte Smith for Canada. Good defense there for the Canadians. He's directing traffic up top here for England is Georgina Southern. Leading the way with 3 goals for England. Here's Millie Holm.
Double teaming behind the net right now too. Risky move, but it will pay off if they can get it.
Olivia Thomas forced back. It's a roar from the crowd here. The Canadian contingent off to our right here. And a packed house here at Justin Chu Stadium here at Trent University, Peterborough, Ontario. So Olivia Thomas has trouble with that pass, almost taken away here by the Canadians. Millie Holm near side here for England. Thomas, good pass in, an opportunity here down low for England's Georgina Southern. And the call will go against Canada.
Yeah, Canada denying that drive by triple teaming. Playing great defense until right at the end, so now we have England with the opportunity. And several opportunities. We can see how many open players we have, especially there at X.
Pass down low, shot goes in just off the side of the net. And I think some of the fans from England thought it had went in. A little tough to see from this vantage point, but hit the outside of the net. Cassidy Eckert doing a nice job of keeping it out. Here's Millie Holm with a try, and she scores.
Fantastic shot. We kind of call that a Twizzler of a shot, dropping your stick down low, flipping it. Oh, man, what a beautiful shot. Kind of like a trick shot. Here we have a replay right here. She drives hard, makes the initial feed, brings it low. Fantastic finish. Well-deserved celebration, too.
Great pass there from Southern. I think a lot of the Canadian players thought that she was going to take the shot, but Millie Holm by herself, and as you mentioned, just a terrific shot between the legs of Cassidy Eckert. And it's now a 6-4 lead here for England with just under 7 to play here in the third.
And that is a nearly impossible shot to read, too, as a goalie.
Millie Holm with 2 goals and an assist versus Australia. She had a 3-goal effort versus China. And 5 goals and an assist versus New Zealand. She's been getting better as the tournament's been going on. So Millie Holm makes it 6-4 here for England.
Blue and white ticket, number 9820202.
Sabrin here for Canada, Thomas here for England.
20202.
Trying to scoop it up for Canada was Ainsley Thurston, and now the Canadians able to come away with it as Kennedy Lynch able to scoop it up.
Very, very vocal fans. You know, I wish you could hear all of them right now getting very into this game. It is loud here in the stands, and that does affect the way that players play on the field.
And Olivia Thomas, who got called for that foul, I think she thought that, and it looked to us a little bit like Kennedy Lynch just kind of lost her balance and fell, but may have been a little bit of contact there. So Thomas will come off here for England, and substitution will come in for her. It's Canada back on the attack here. They looking to get back within one. They've got 5.5 to play here in the third, trailing at 6-4 here to England.
You know, there's still a lot of game to be played, so I think both these teams are going to be very patient like they have the entire game.
Lynch across to Wallace, back to Lynch. And play now by Canada's Jordan Sabrin. Sabrin, who's been taking a majority of the draws for Canada throughout this tournament. He's got some great size, good speed, just what you need for someone on the draws. Here's Wallace. Good pass. Thrown back up top here to Sabrin. Sabrin looking for an outlet, finds Lynch. Lynch pushed off, but manages to get the pass off. Play now to Kylie Dobson.
You know, a little hectic up top. It looks like this team continues to drive from up top, but they're not going to allow it to happen, and we have yet another call on the field. Here's the replay. Yeah, she has an accidental hit to the face and another hit after that, so it's going to be her possession for her right now.
Kylie Dobson, who is part of a baby Blue Knights team that strung together 119 straight wins and produced 9 consecutive provincial championships. Had 4 goals and an assist versus England earlier in this tournament. Dobson cuts in front. Good defense there, though, by England's Zoe McRae.
Canada getting it back.
Here's Dobson. She shoots and scores. Third of the game for Kylie Dobson, and it's a 6-5 game.
Kylie having a fantastic game tonight. Look at this goal, instant replay. Good clean feed. Catch and shoot. You know, we try to teach players this at every level. Don't hesitate on that shot. No need to send in about 10 cradles. Catch your shot, use the momentum from that feed, and rip it.
Well, Dobson has been doing just that here tonight. 3 goals out of the 5 here for Canada. They trail by 1. 4:09 to play here in the third. Here at Trent University in Peterborough, Ontario. Beautiful night, comfortable temperatures.
I don't believe the stick was checked after the shot, so we have kind of a delayed call. And they are good to go with that goal. You know, in women's lacrosse, we have to check the sticks after the shot to, in fact, rule out if they are or aren't illegal. A lot of people think that we throw our sticks down with attitude, but it's done because we have to.
So this time, Charlotte Smith will take the draw here for Canada, opposite Olivia Thomas.
You know, I saw Olivia Thomas talking to her teammates before on the circle, you know, doing a great job telling them where the draw may go, you know, and being a leader on the circle is huge if you're going to win that draw. And it looks like we have a substitution right when I said that.
Olivia Thomas, who had a great game versus New Zealand. She had 3 assists in the game, also was 8 for 11 on draws. It's been very steady in the draw department for England in this tournament. she has been the constant, but now Sabarin will come back out here for Canada. There's still some discussion here between the head coaches.
Yeah, it looks like some coaches have some questions, but I think we are all set to set this draw. You know, we talk about draws a lot, but if you dominate the draw and you possess the ball, you dominate the game, and that's huge in this sport.
And a terrific job there by Jordan Sabarin. Able to get the draw control here for Canada. And sprinting ahead here near side here for the Canadian Skylar MacArthur. And Canada back on the attack, trailing it by 1. 4 minutes to play here in the third. Winner will take on the United States, who beat Australia 21-6 earlier today.
Great ball movement up top, really being intentional. Fantastic fakes, too. It should be noted that all of these players, offensively, defensively in the midfield, have fantastic stick skills. And there we go, right? Redefending, great defense.
And England comes away with it, but now play whistle down here against England's Emma Savage, who you can just see how upset she was. I think she, again, we talked about momentum, wanting to move forward here, and I think she just wanted to keep play going.
Yeah, the ball was farther out the midfield. It's hard to reset when you have the momentum of the game and you have the advantage. You just took away their advantage, you know, and that's a tough call.
Emma Savage up to midfield. She gets forced back here by Wallace. Good aggressive defense here by Canada. Forces the long pass, but it's a good one. And taking it ahead, Anna Saunter. Saunter's pass finds Millie Holm. Far side here for England. 2:45 to play here in the third. England 6, Canada 5.
We should note, too, that there's no possession clock in this game. There's no shot clock or anything of the sort at the international level. So teams, if they have it on their offensive end or defensive end, for that matter, can hold the ball for however long they'd like to.
Anna Saunter up top. And she'll flip it across here to Southern. Georgia Southern with 3 goals here in the game. Gets forced wide here, but a trip and a fall there by Shibori. I thought maybe it would create an opportunity there for England, but nice job by the rest of the defenders for Canada to cover up.
England really looking to bait that shooting space call right now.
Play down low by Saunter. Now taken by Millie Holm.
You know, England having those 2 players posting up in the 8, doing those, 2-second cuts and cutting right back. A fantastic way to try to draw a shooting space call or get open on the top of the crease.
Great chance here for England. They shoot and score.
And she got a piece of that, too. I think mentally as a goalie, that's a toughie, but a fantastic shot. We'll get the instant replay up, and we're going to watch this again. Tucking her stick in, protecting. Awesome finish right there. Awesome finish. Oh, tough one for Cassidy too, because she got a piece of it, initially probably thinking that she had made the save, but didn't get her body fully behind it.
So Anna Saunter will get the goal here for England. Got a goal and an assist versus Canada earlier in the tournament.
You know, goalies really have to have short-term memory loss, right? They have to pretend like that goal didn't happen. It's still 0-0 because they've got to make the next save.
Sabarin and Thomas again on the draw. England comes away with it. Hannah Thurston will take it ahead. A 7-5 lead with 28 seconds to go here in the third. And you got to figure this next goal is so important, with it being such a low-scoring affair. Pass into the middle there, intended for Thurston, but grabbed by Cassidy Eckert.
And we got Cassidy out of goal. I do like this, but she is double-teamed right now. I think she's going to get this call. And I love her in goal because she also comes out of cage and acts as a field player, and those are some of the best goalies in the world.
Pass there by Skylar MacArthur right as time expires here in the third, but England right now with a 7-5 lead over Canada after 3 here at the 2019 Lacrosse Women's U19 World Championships here in Peterborough, Ontario. We'll take a quick break, be back with more on the Lax Sports Network and the Olympic Channel. John Lawrence, Amanda Mastera back here at Trent University as Canada trails it 7-5 as the fans from both England and Canada on their feet to sing a little Journey here as we get set for the fourth.
Yeah, it seems like everyone is don't stop believing tonight. Both sides of the stands very into this game, and they should be. It's 5-7. This is the game that we've been waiting for.
Leading the way for Canada, Kylie Dobson with 3 goals. 3 goals for Georgina Southern, and she leads the way here for England as we get set here for this fourth quarter.
And we got a redraw right off the bat.
Thomas and Sabrin here again on the draw. Matched up here all evening. The U.S. beating Australia 21-6 earlier today. They're in the gold medal game. Australia in the bronze medal game. That'll be on Saturdays. Good pick up there by Canada's Annabelle Child.
England really swarming the ball right now. You can see them putting on the pressure. Unlike in the other quarters of this game, they are really pressuring out high in the midfield and trying to double team, putting the work in now because they don't want to walk away from this game losing.
Annabelle Child controls near side here for Canada. Patrolling in front, Bianca Shibori. Eve Ritzik takes it here for Canada. Flipped across by Wallace. Reagan Wilson patrolling in front. There's a chance here for Canada's Kylie Dobson, and we've got a call here coming up against England. Kylie Dobson already with 3 goals here in the game, looking to get Canada back within 1.
Pretty nice hash to get right there in the center. Good opportunity.
And shot, score! Kylie Dobson with 4 goals here in the game, and Canada back within 1.
Fans going crazy right now. The girls really feeding off this energy in the stands. We have a replay of that shot. Awesome shot placement right at the goalie's feet. We now have a cheering war between Let's Go England and Let's Go Canada.
12:37 to play here in the fourth.
And the ref really talking to the girls on the circle about, hey, I see you guys pushing. You know, I'm going to need to separate you. It happens more often than not in this game.
Sabrin and Thomas again. And this will be a face-off violation here against England. Canada will take it.
You know, I saw England on the circle trying to run in, right? We talk about this a lot. Trying to ice the kicker, stepping back 4 feet, trying to box out, really kind of trick the player set with to step in early, and that's exactly what happened.
It's a one-goal game. Canada's Bianca Shibori controls near side. Being watched here by Millie Holm. Shibori gets it back up top. Played across to Reagan Wilson. Now to Dobson. Dobson trying to shake and bake her way through a couple of defenders. Has to pull back. Wilson.
Great defense by England right now.
Shibori. And she gets tripped up.
I gotta say, I don't want to take away from the call, but the defense that England is demonstrating right now, a high pressure, great defense. They're making good defensive body positioning and contact. I'm really impressed by the way that they play defense right now, especially under pressure like this. We now have an 8-meter shot opportunity.
And Bianca Shibori, but a great save by Shellikins. Seemed like a pretty well-placed shot, but Shellikins comes up huge.
You know, that stick side high shot, that's what goalies want, and she gave it to her.
Bianca Shibori, who's committed to Syracuse University.
Never heard of it, just kidding. We have Gary Gate here in the stands, actually, head coach at Syracuse.
And a foul called here. Reagan Wilson will have the free position try.
Got the replay right here. Great save, quick hands, but a stick side high shot is not going to fly in a game like this.
Here's Reagan Wilson here for Canada. She scores.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that we officially have a game on our hands. We have, you know, a little less than 10 minutes left in this game. It is tied at 7-7. We have a replay right here, the 8-meter opportunity. And again, fake high, shoot low. That was a wonderful fake. Fans going crazy right now. The momentum has kind of changed. It is very loud, and we're still having a cheer off.
And a timeout called by Laura Merrifield, the head coach here for England. We're tied up at 7 with just under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. Again, the gold medal game awaits on Saturday, as you see some of the Canadian fans enjoying themselves here at Trent University.
You know, it's really exciting looking into these stands. While we have tons of England fans and Canada fans, we have our other teams here. So Kenya and Jamaica and Scotland and South Korea, they're all here to support. And that's exciting to know that 22 countries come together under one sport.
Speaking of which, a full day of activities here at Trent. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., the Czech Republic will take on China for 13th place. 2 o'clock game will feature Hong Kong, and as you mentioned, Scotland. That is for 11th place. 8 p.m. game will have Wales and Germany. That'll be for 7th place. And Saturday, 9 a.m., Japan versus New England. That'll be for 5th place.
You know, I wonder, too, what a coach says in this situation. You're tied at 7-7. You know, what words of wisdom do you give your players as they go out and fight all the way to the end? 9 minutes, 55 seconds. It's pretty fitting that they're playing Eye of the Tiger right now.
And Sabrin and Thomas again. Terrific battle between these two in the draw. And they'll look to try to get the edge here. Big draw here for both teams.
I love it. They were talking to each other on the circle. They told each other where that draw was going to go, and she was ready right from the get-go.
Trip up there by Canada, so England will take it ahead here with Georgina Southern. Now Thomas Across the way to Southern. Back up top to Thomas. Cicely Green comes out on the attack here as Southern controls. Up top here for England. 7-7 game.
I love how these attackers work together inside the 8, setting picks, rolling off, setting picks, rolling off. It's just one after the other. They don't just do it once, they do it the entire time on their offensive end.
Thomas right now to Saunter. Saunter's got a goal here in this game. Saunter. Flip it up top to Thomas. Down low. Good defense, though, by Canada. And scooped up by the Canadians.
Canada fans just losing it right now.
It's a great job by Olivia Toll. Toll was right in front of Cassidy Eckert. And a double team on that toss inside to Thomas and produced the turnover here for Canada. Kenzie Beam will take it ahead here for the Canadians. Pass to Wilson, almost handcuffed her, had time though to pick it up. Thomas was racing toward her, but she was able to maintain her composure. Canada will go back on the attack, looking to take the lead. Bianca Shibori now to Wilson. Check that, Shibori has it up top. Into Wilson. Had a split second there, but got cut off by Anna Saunter.
I love the 1v1 defense. They're playing great defense right now. Really talking to each other, calling the switches, putting on the pressure when necessary, but also not pressuring out super far.
Eve Hritzik with a pass. Scooped up here by number 21, Bianca Shibori. Nice pass down low to Wilson, and play whistle down before the shot. Actually, that was Kylie Dobson with that chance down low.
Such quick ball movement on that. The initial give and go wasn't there. I thought they were going to turn it away. Instead, they moved it back out and they tried it again with someone else. Great decision making, smart lacrosse IQ.
So here's the free position opportunity here for Canada. Shot, score!
Well, it is officially loud in the stands right now. Canada fans really, really excited. We have the instant replay of that shot. Setting up for her 8-meter drives all the way in. This hash is tricky. You can't rip a shot and expect it to get in from this angle. You really, really got to drive hard, not stopping your feet, so you can pull the goalies to the opposite direction and shoot against her momentum, and that is exactly what she did. And now we have Canada up. The stands are unreal. I mean, the energy here is crazy.
So Shanley Wallace gets the goal here for Canada, her first. It gives them an 8-7 lead. Shanley Wallace said that back in the day when she first started playing lacrosse, she was number 2, but an older teammate of hers got the number 2, so she went to 22. And after that, she had a breakthrough season, and she's been number 22 ever since. Number 22 comes up with a big goal here for Canada. They lead at 8-7.
And that was a beautiful draw we just witnessed. She ran in like we were talking about, and right then had one step in faster than everyone else was able to box out. It looks like we have goalie ball for Canada right now, clearing it upfield.
A pass for Georgina Southern missed for England. And now Reagan Wilson will take it here for Canada. Jordan Dean out there, number 11, who made the pass upfield. Now Mackenzie Beam.
You know, England playing certainly frantic right now. They look a little bit stressed.
5:11 to play here in the fourth. Canada with the lead, 8-7. Annabelle Child over to Wilson. Now to Kylie Dobson.
You know, they're going to take their sweet time on this one. They're up. There's no need to rush it. I'm just waiting to see when England swarms the ball.
Eve Hritzik. Hands it off to Shibori. Now Kylie Dobson. And kind of hard to see who actually got the stick up there, if it was the Canadian player in Dobson or the
And we have an
England
instant
player.
replay right here. Catches that pass on the fly.
Oh.
You know, that stick does wrap around. It gets dangerous, whether intentional or not. That is a correct call. And like we talk about, refs are never wrong.
Shot score by Shanley Wallace, her second here of the fourth quarter. And Canada leads at 9-7.
Instant replay on that shot. Great decision making, right? Her teammate has a better angle right there on the crease. She rolls on the inside, able to fake, shoot opposite side. Fantastic job.
So again, the second of the game for Shanley Wallace. A terrific pass. They're coming from Kylie Dobson, who should get the assist. 9-7 here for Canada. 3:23 to go. Running time clock. Racing in for England was Isabel Struhl, trying to get a little bit of an advantage.
And England has to get this draw if they're going to come back. They have to possess the ball.
Scored by number 22, Shanley Wallace. Assisted by number 10, Bianca Shibori.
And the ball squirts loose to Sabrin. Yeah, it looked like Olivia Thomas may have in fact broke her stick. As one of her teammates comes and takes the broken part and throws it off the field. England putting on the pressure. Canada maintains control. Bianca Shibori now to Reagan Wilson. Three players converge on her.
And so the goalie is out of the net right now. What they're looking to do is really use her as an additional player. So what ends up happening is she comes out of goal. And we have a card, unfortunately, but she comes out of goal and she helps double team.
And the card against Zoe McCrae here for England. As Reagan Wilson restarted here for Canada. Canada leads by 2 and in possession of the ball. England trying to force a turnover. Annabelle Child. And a long pass and a dangerous one, but scooped up here by Kylie Dobson.
You know, we talk about this a lot. They're going to pull it out wide and try, I think, to run the clock. We don't have a possession clock in the international game yet. We do at the collegiate women's game, but we don't here yet. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is what they do. You know, a win is still a win.
Here's Annabelle Child. Shibori. And again, forcing England to come out to meet them. Across the way now for Kylie Dobson. Down low, shot score here for Canada.
You know, it's a risk that a lot of coaches have to make in this situation. You have a minute and some change left in the game. By pulling your goalie over the restraining, you can switch and have another player over, and that's what they did. You know, and that's a smart move. It's a risky move, but you got 2 minutes left. You know, you got to take risks. And here we have a replay. And an open net.
And the open net for Shanley Wallace, her third of the game. Actually 3 here in the fourth quarter for Shanley Wallace. 10-7 Canada with 1:12 to go.
You know, sometimes we prefer that, so then there's an opportunity to get the ball back at the draw. Rather than having a team pull it out and stall it for 3 minutes, you now have another shot at possessing.
Canada grabs it here with Annabelle Child. The Canadian fans on their feet. Here with 1:04 to go.
a minute left. I think they're going to probably try the same thing or just high pressure. They're looking to swarm the ball. It's hard to watch this. Players get frustrated, and sometimes we get frustrated too at home, but know full well that eventually rules tend to trickle down. If they start at one level, they kind of trickle down. So, they're really putting the pressure on right now. 48 seconds left. You got nothing else to lose. Might as well.
Call goes against Hannah Thurston here for England. We're 42 seconds away from a rematch of the last U19 championships between the U.S. and Canada, with Canada winning 9-8 back in 2015. Under 30 seconds to play. Shellikins will come out here for England.
I love that England is playing all the way to the end. That says a lot. That says a lot about maturity, right? Never giving up, even if the clock says 9 seconds left in the game, You've worked so hard to get here. So hard. Both teams playing phenomenal.
And Canada wins it. The final score, 10-7 over England. And Canada will move on to take on the United States, who beat Australia 21-6 this afternoon. The gold medal game coming up on Saturday. Congratulations to this Canadian team.
Yeah, they should be proud of how they played. I want to say congratulations to both teams. I think this was an evenly matched game across the board. Both goalies. We have to give shout outs to both of these goalies. Phenomenal stops in high pressure situations. One-on-ones, fast breaks, you name it. Both goalies making phenomenal saves and really being leaders on the field.
Canada's Kylie Dobson led the way with 4 goals. Shanley Wallace with 3 goals here in the fourth. Leading the way for England, Georgina Southern with 3 goals. But again, Canada comes away with a 10-7 victory here over England.